Hello, Leo, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. This reading is for the new moon's partial solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. I really appreciate you all who take the time to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. I do appreciate you. So let's see what the universe has your back, has to say, what message and guidance it's here to speak for you towards dealing with this energy of this eclipse. So the energy that comes out is when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Very beautiful energy. I see that goldenrod color. So, even on the bottom of the deck, right? That goldenrod color, which is your color, Leo. Find a deeper meaning in personal growth amid the discomfort. So I definitely feel like there is some shift that is happening. I feel like this is a breaking out of your shell, shining that bright, beautiful light of yours. This is really tuning in and aligning with that vibration of love, right? The sun, happiness, joy, success, victory, all of those big Leo things and themes. Also about, I am feeling right through or with the strength and courage, right? But doing it in a very unique, lighthearted, loving, nurturing way, right? So let's see what, oops, wrong deck. Felt something was a little off, right? Let's see what we got here for you, Leo, for this eclipse energy, this new moon in Virgo. Let's see what this is for you. I love this already because I can feel just with that color, like it feels to me like you are really standing in your power, or this eclipse is eclipsing out. Well, I feel like both. The eclipse is eclipsing out any areas that maybe where you weren't in your power, where you weren't confident, or you weren't tapped into your internal strength. Or that heart chakra as well, judgment, right? This is interesting and powerful energy starting off, and there's your energy, 6 of fire. So this is a judgment. I can feel this energy with the judgment card. This is your calling. Like this is where you could be tapped into recognizing your calling, your path, your mission, your purpose in this lifetime. And the 6 of fire talks all about success, victory, recognition, right? So I feel like you are really going to be standing out and shining right now. And I can see that just from the colors that originally popped. I can feel that. I feel if there have been things that have been standing in your way, blocking you, I feel like those are what is being eclipsed out. So let's keep going and see what energies want to show up next. And the next, 2 of them. 6 of earth. This is where things are going to be balancing out in your physical realm. And we got the 4 of water, which I feel like is that energy of what was blocked. I feel like something had maybe possibly your heart chakra blocked off, or there was some sort of block when it came to love, feelings, emotions, relationships. Bottom of the deck is showing back up, that 6 of fire. This is what I feel is being blocked out or eclipsed out. I feel like what's being eclipsed out are the things that are not in balance with that true, authentic, bright shine. Like I feel anything that's been dimming your light, bringing it through this sense of sadness, like just lower vibrational energies of I don't feel lack would be the appropriate word to use. I more feel like you're rejecting, people, places, things, emotions that are stagnant, that are empty, that are shallow, that sort of energy is what I feel. And there it is. There's your energy again, King of Fire. Look at that great big heart right there. And look at that big, beautiful sun right there again with that goldenrod color. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Air. So I feel this is I feel two things coming through with this page of air. I feel first and foremost, there could be some sort of news, information, conversation, some new idea, something like that, that is really going to, if you feel like your flame has been dim, it's going to reignite that for you. Let's see what's underneath that. The 10 of fire, right? Like, and it's interesting because she is like juggling this, right? I feel like there was a lot of heaviness at one point. I feel this heaviness, for whatever reason, not for whatever reason. There is a reason. It's because it's been holding you back. I feel like that burden, I just feel burdens are going to be eclipsed out of your energy. I feel some part of it is emotional burdens. I feel there's been some sort of imbalance in your physical realm, whether this be within your finances, your resources, your family, your home, but it is relationships, that sort of thing. I feel like there is a balancing out of that situation. I feel the judgment here is talking about judgment being rendered and things being balanced out for you. I definitely see a lot of even numbers, balanced numbers, right? The 6 and the 4, both balanced numbers. And I do feel like there is something that's being balanced out that's going to greatly impact not only your emotional realm, but your physical realm as well. So let's take a look at what energy. This feels to me like you're about to shine so bright, like you are about to be, if you're not already, standing in your power. But it does feel to me like something in regards to this eclipse, like if there has been any sort of whatever this block, because I do feel like there was a block, right? I feel these blocks are being rejected. And not only do I feel like they're being rejected, I feel like they're being rejected by the universe, right? There, it's like, no, judgment is going to be rendered. These blocks are going to be removed. There is the 2 of Wands, fire energy again. Knight of Wands, fire energy again. I feel with the 2 of Wands, this is an opportunity to embark on a new path. I feel like this is about a choice and a decision. Bottom of the deck with that Knight of Wands, and I've seen this card show up in, I think, one other reading, and I remember I'm feeling that same energy with this. This is talking about making a choice and a decision to let go, to release, to call judgment, or for judgment to be called. I kind of feel it's a combination of both. On things that are very sporadic. They're very like reckless energy, in and out, off and on, hot and cold, yes and no, that sort of energy. Things that pop into your life and make you feel real good for a second and then disappear and leave you emotionally sad, drained, lackluster, whatever it may be. I feel like there is this knowing and this calling for you to make choices and decisions about the balance. Again, I keep feeling all this balanced energy. This is the Temperance angel. And so I feel this judgment, right? This judgment coming through is offering you a choice, a decision, an opportunity to restore balance. And I feel like there is this divine intervention. I don't see the Tower, bottom of the deck, right? It's a 9 of Wands, fire energy again. I feel like there is a divine intervention that is supporting you and guiding you and assisting you and helping you to restore this. Feels to me like a lot of angelic support. Another thing I'm really picking up on, again, this gold is really popping to me, but the water and the fire, right? So I feel like something could have really dampened you or hindered you, again, through that emotional realm with your feelings and relationships, your emotions, something like that. And I feel like that fire is being restored. Like that water could have, those emotions could have, really dimmed your light, right? You really went through something and something like that. And I feel like that passion, that drive, that ambition, the physical realm is being, like something is being restored in the physical realm. The 9 of Wands, which is at the bottom of the deck, this talks about an energy of somebody having really overcame a lot of obstacles and challenges, and they're putting those obstacles, those challenges, all of those things behind them. They're not carrying that baggage or the burden of those baggage that baggage with them. They're moving forward with only their strength, right? With their power, their own individual. See, he's only got the one wand that he's holding on to. And that is the power of your true essence, right? The essence of love, of light, of strength, of courage, of confidence, of drive, ambition, all of those things. And I feel like that is where you are headed. I feel like those, whatever the other things were, or whatever that other energy was that was kind of like holding you stuck, stagnant, in an unbalanced energy, that's gone. Next two cards that come up are the Three of Swords, and I only meant to pick one card at a time, but two came out. So we got the Three of Swords to the Magician. This is that energy. Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, right? You see the two swords, them are behind this person. So I feel like you may have been sitting at a crossroads, right? Libra is here. This is telling me justice is being served. There was an injustice that, Saturn is here as well. There is a lesson to be learned. This person looks like they're heartbroken. I do feel like there was a lesson that was learned, and I feel like the lesson that was learned is about what's right, fair, and just, right? That's just how I'm taking it. Wow, Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. So I feel with the Magician showing up here that and Mercury is here, right there, right? I'm feeling that there is this either communication or information or idea, something like that is manifesting you into something new. It feels to me like it's something in your material world, because I'm seeing Taurus. Like this could be within your finances, your career, your job, something like that. But I feel like a blessing is manifesting as we speak through this energy. When I am recording this, we are getting pretty close to that eclipse energy, that partial solar eclipse, which is on September 21st, depending on where you are in the world. But I do feel like at that peak point, there is something that it just feels like release, surrender, eclipse out of your life. Can be the heartbreak. I do feel like there was a lot of a mental and emotional conflict or challenges from the past, burdens, baggage that you were carrying, or situations that you had to overcome. And I feel like you're about to be ignited into a brand new beginning. So I keep trying to only have one card pop out, but for whatever reason, two are coming. And there's the Two of Swords, right? And it's very interesting when I'm looking at these, because I seen the Three of Swords here where I felt there was a crossroads. And this is that point of being at a crossroads. And if you look at the bottom of this, you can see like something has been being woven behind the scenes, this new manifestation, this new path forward, that sort of energy. And I'm also seeing where this is a challenging card and this is a challenging card, but following those challenges, right? Of heartbreak, of being at a crossroads, you see manifestation in an Ace of Cups show up and present itself. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So this is a number 2. So I do feel like this is where that balance is being restored. There is this fresh path. This manifestation is bringing forth a new beginning. Could be in love, but love of something, like whether this be love in your career, love in your finances, love in your stability, your home, your family, even relationship, right? It is something like that. But I do feel like it's bringing forth new beginnings for you that are more emotionally balanced, stable, solid, and secure. The next card that comes up is the Six of Pentacles, which we have already seen. It is the Six of Earth. I'm seeing Taurus again. I really see somebody accumulating. This feels to me like accumulating wealth, like stabilizing wealth, finances, resources, and investing that or preserving that energy. Like, ooh, look at bottom of the deck, the Fool card. Yeah, this new path looks to me like it really brings forth like stability, insecurity in your physical realm. I feel like it's not only in your finances, your resources, but I also feel like it's in your emotional and mental realm as well, where there is a lot more connection or things coming together for you, where there is balance, clear communication, honest communication, clear, stable emotions, feelings, situations like that. I feel like this is that opportunity for this new beginning for you, and I love to see this. So I feel like and even when I'm looking at this, I'm feeling that eclipse, right? And look at underneath it, I choose love no matter what, right? Like, yes, this is an energy that wants to stay in the high vibe, connect, be connected to the same, level of frequency as that happiness, that joy, that love, that nurturing energy. So let's keep going and see what wants to come up next. But I do see a very significant shift in, like, this judgment feels like this is from the higher realm saying, like, I've seen too much, there's been too much imbalance, and now it's time to restore the balance to this situation. And I've seen the balance in many, many cards out here. So I do love to see this for you, Leo. Next card that comes up is the Five of Pentacles, which is talking in Taurus energy again. Mercury energy right there as well. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. You see Jupiter sitting right here. So I feel like what I was tapping into and picking up on was where you were going through something. I feel like you were kind of stuck, blocked, really going through something where there was this lack, right? I feel this Mercury energy is bringing in, whether this be your own creative ideas, whatever this is, the communication, the information, the ideas of a situation is really transforming that Taurus energy. And Taurus is always about, Taurus can be about love and money, right? And I've talked about this many times, where Venus is a ruler of love, and love they're two heads on the same coin, right? When your heart is open, which I feel you've gone through something where you've had to really go through some significant healing, and now you see that heart being whole, being real, being opening up, allowing that love to shine brightly. Like I said, I felt at the beginning of this, where you're stepping into your power, where maybe you've dulled your shine or stayed, dimmed your light, that sort of thing. This to me feels like there is some sort of information or communication that's coming in that is going to offer that Ace of Pentacles. And we all know them aces represent, and we did see the Ace of Cups right there, aces represent new beginnings. And when you take that Ace of Pentacles, like, I feel like this falls into your lap, like this is something that is brought down, I feel, from that judgment, to be honest. I feel like this is a divine thing that is coming right down from the ethers. This is that opportunity in what you choose, right? We all have free will to choose what we do with that pentacle. And I feel, just with what I'm seeing, especially seeing this Jupiter energy at the bottom of the deck with the Wheel of Fortune, that you are going to nurture and grow that Ace of Pentacles ultimately into a Ten of Pentacles, or that is what is aligned for this process, with the eclipse. I feel like the eclipse is eclipsing out the challenges, right? The lack, that sort of thing. And it's making me go back to this choice or decision, because I kept picking up on that. We all have free will and a choice, and I feel like you're choosing something. There's Virgo energy. So this is that new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. And it's interesting to see this placement wherever this is sitting, right? Lovers on the bottom of the deck. This is the choice, right? Making a choice. And I feel like whatever you have gone through, whatever challenging experience or imbalance or, I feel like an imbalance that you have been through, you've gone within, you've sought higher wisdom, higher knowledge. I feel like you've come through this wiser, much more wiser in the choices and decisions you will be making moving towards the future. And I'm really feeling this is going to be a very powerful eclipse energy for you, because I do feel like it's eclipsing out whatever imbalance has been taking place. And even when I'm looking at this right here, it gives me the vibe of the astrology, right? This is all about astrology. So I feel like you have a lot of not only angelic support, but astrological support with the planets and the placements of those planets that are helping you, that are assisting you, that are guiding you towards something very big, I feel like, because I do see a few major arcana. Well, this reading started with a major arcana card, a judgment, a major, a judgment. We see the Temperance Angel, major arcana. We see the Hermit card, major arcana. We see, what is this one? The Magician, major arcana, and we've seen a few that were on the bottom of the deck, right, as well. Like Jupiter was at the bottom of the deck, and the Hierophant was at the bottom of the deck. So this feels to me like there are some very major blessings that are about to be bestowed upon you, and what you choose to do with those blessings, right, is going to be pretty significant. There's the Knight of Swords. I've seen the Page of Swords, not the Page of Swords, but the Knight of Wands again when I was shuffling. And now I'm seeing the Four of Cups right here. And I feel like the Knight of Swords is representing something really quick coming in. The Knight of Wands, also quick moving action. But these are knights, and I feel like there is something significant about these two knights showing up. Like this is something that comes in really quick, may sound all good, may get you excited, and that and the third thing, but it is still an immature energy. It is still an energy that hasn't mastered their suit, right? The suit of the sword, truth, clarity, communication, the Sword of Wands, passion, loyalty, that sort of thing. And it is showing up that there is a master on the table. So I feel, don't be caught off guard, or don't be caught up in this flurry of quick communication and hurry, and, getting tempted by a toxic situation, because I feel like the choice is between this reckless, sporadic, erratic energy and the solid, stable, loyal. King of Fire is loyal, true leadership. Next card that wants to show up is the Tower, right? The Tower, Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let's see what's underneath it. Is the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel that energy. I feel this energy of temptation. I didn't see the Devil. What's underneath it? Yeah, I feel like there is this temptation. I haven't seen it show up, but I do feel that pull on. There's a temptation that wants to come in quite quickly, maybe say everything you want to hear, maybe really get you caught up in excitement and passion and this, that, and the third thing. I feel, I'm going to pull one more card to feel about this Tower, but I feel like this Tower is that choice that you make. I feel like you make a choice to bring the Tower. Like you are the Tower. You're casting aside, releasing, letting go, surrendering, taking action with Mars up there, to not deal with any of that energy. Yeah, that's a card of rejection. I feel like the Moon card is here. You're rejecting that. Wow, first time I've coughed in all of the things. Let me grab my drink. I feel like you're rejecting. Like I said, it feels shallow to me. It feels like not emotional maturity in a situation. It feels like there's secrets. It feels like you're trusting your intuition. And underneath that is the Ace of Pentacles, because I feel like that sporadic energy, that like hurry up and come in and get you all caught off guard and get you going down, making a bad choice or a decision, wants to block and stop you from that Ace of Pentacles, which I feel is coming through for you. It's been a long time coming. So, if that's your case, it can be very exciting, right? Or like, wow, this is my opportunity, when something shows up all of a sudden and it's like, No, this is everything you've wanted to hear. This is everything you've wanted to experience. But I feel like there's something deceptive about it. It's something that is hidden, and it's something that wants to keep you stuck, right? And the universe and all these beautiful energies that are out here are saying, we are here to help you have balance, stability, structure, loyal connections, loyal situations, reciprocating energy. And then there is like this immature, erratic energy that wants to show up and, pretty much sabotage that for you. What's underneath there? King of Fire again. There's a loyalty out here. There is a true leader. There is a divine masculine energy. Like, it doesn't have to be a divine masculine person. I mean, it doesn't have to be about a man. It can be about a job, a career, or whatever. But there is one that brings forth true leadership, true authenticity, true shine, like true, I feel strong loyalty, whether this be with an employer, friends, family situations, partnerships, whatever that is. There is true loyalty out here, and it does feel like there is something that wants to come in and sabotage that for you. Be mindful of what the eclipse energy is eclipsing out of your life, and recognizing the true authentic. Wow, all this time, I mean, I can't tell you how many readings I've already done, and I don't know, but it is what it is, and I'm going to keep going. But anyhow, yeah, there's something that's hidden. There's something I feel like that's deceptive, that wants to sabotage this for you. And, only you hold the power through your strength, your courage, and your confidence to make the choice that is right for you, to use that wisdom, knowledge, and lessons that you have learned from the past in order to bring you into a very beautiful future. I send you love and light. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate you when you do that. I appreciate you anyways, for just watching the video, but I do appreciate when you do all that. And if you really want to be notified instantly when my live sessions start, which are coming in the very near future, you would want to hit that subscribe and click that little notification bell, because I will be bringing live sessions. Have a great day.